Hi everyone and welcome to Fresh from my garden. Today I am doing a small garden tour video and I'm doing it in collaboration with Suvitha's channel Two of a Kind. Suvitha makes videos on her lifestyle in Germany, which includes videos about her garden, her beautiful indoor plants, traveling to different beautiful places, and also lifestyle vlogs. I'm really happy to be able to do this collaboration with you, Suvitha. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I hope we can build a bigger gardening community together. Please do watch this video to the end and do support both our channels. In my garden, you will see different things that we are growing in our garden and a few things that we are harvesting this month. Over the last few years, we've been having bulbuls nesting in our garden every year, and this year they built a nest in a big fern that was growing in a container. In addition to vegetable plants, we also grow a lot of flowering plants to attract a lot of pollinators to our garden. Pruning and removing dead leaves and foliage from our plants is a part of my daily chores, and we collect all these dried up leaves to use in our garden as mulch. Removing dead leaves from plants is also very essential as it keeps the surrounding of the soil clean and prevents any kind of pest attack on plants. I also have some aquatic plants with a lot of guppy fish growing in a lot of containers, and these include some varieties of water lilies and also lotus. Aquatic plants are really low maintenance plants and they add a lot of beauty to the garden. I try to grow a lot of seasonal flowers every year, and that attracts a lot of pollinators, and most of them are grown from seed. In addition to pomegranate and citrus trees, we also have a couple of mango trees planted in our garden that haven't fruited yet. One chiku that is growing in a container, and a jackfruit tree that has recently started fruiting. Every morning starts in this beautiful garden that we have, and I love spending a lot of time in the garden. And I try to plant and grow different varieties of plants, including medicinal plants and herbs that I regularly harvest for cooking. I also have a collection of herbal plants with which I make homemade Ayurvedic hair oil. Different varieties of flowering, vegetable, and fruiting plants are essential to build an ecosystem that will attract a lot of birds and pollinators to the garden. So, we have a variety of perennial and seasonal plants that are growing in our garden, and a lot of the seasonal plants are grown from seed or purchased from the nursery. In order to make sure that all of our flowering plants don't go to seed and are constantly blooming throughout the season, we need to pinch off the spent blooms and prune them so that there can be constant blooms on these beautiful plants and lots of flowers always blooming in our garden. As I had mentioned earlier, we cut off the dead leaves and prune the plants and collect all of these dried leaves that we use as mulch in a lot of plants that grow in containers. These dried leaves break down and provide a lot of nutrition that helps us to grow a lot of these plants in our garden. I hope you enjoyed a view of our garden. Now let's take a look at Suvita's garden and what she has growing there.
Hello everyone, I am Suvi from Two of a Kind YouTube channel. This video is in collaboration with the most amazing person, Smitha. I am very thankful to Smitha for accepting my request for collaborating with her, and I am so incredibly happy in interacting with you guys. I am from India and I currently live in Germany. My channel is about my lifestyle in Germany, which includes travel, gardening, and so on. In gardening, I do both indoor gardening and vegetable gardening. Gardening is turning into my passion and my peace place. Whenever I'm upset or tired or I'm off the mood, I just go to my garden and be with my plants. I'm that much obsessed with my plants, I should say. Let's see a tour of what vegetables I'm growing this year. In Germany, we only have 4 months of summer. So, in those 4 months, we have to do gardening. And right now it's June and my plants are thriving. I've planted many plants this year, ranging from tomatoes, zucchini, cucumber, radishes, spinach, Swiss chard, etc. Usually, the harvest is by the end of August, and after August, it's going to be autumn and then winter. I have planted different varieties of radishes this year. Small round radishes, red radishes, white radishes, long white radishes, winter ones, and also the breakfast radishes. My favorite is the breakfast radishes and they are so beautiful. And also I have harvested the first batch of radishes 2 days back. Now let's see a garden tour of what I grew last year and what I harvested last year. Last year, I did gardening for the first time in a very big place like this, and I started with container gardening because I was not very sure of how it is going to be. But it was pretty much of a very good harvest. In one piece of land, I planted runner beans and I harvested nearly 5 kilograms of runner beans. Do you believe it? And for every other week, I had so much of runner beans and we were eating a lot of runner beans. Also, bush beans. Bush beans are easy to grow and they fix nitrogen to the soil and thereby increasing the fertility of the soil. We planted nearly 6 to 7 bush beans and had a very good harvest. I also interplanted vegetables like growing radishes with pole beans and radishes with tomatoes and also basil with tomatoes. Basil and tomatoes are excellent companion plants. You have seen in the beginning of the video, this year I have planted lots of basil with tomatoes. Last year I tried container gardening, but this year I am growing more plants in the open garden. I grew tomatoes in 4 pots last year of 2 different varieties. But this year I'm growing nearly 8 varieties of tomatoes, totally 15 plants. I don't know how it's going to be. I'm really excited. Also, last year I was so scared of trying different vegetables since it was the first time. But this year I am growing a lot of different varieties of vegetables and I am expecting a very huge harvest. And finally, I would like to thank all of you for watching my video till the end. If you like my style of video and also my garden tour, please do subscribe to my channel and support. Smitha is having an amazing gardening community in YouTube and her videos are simply really awesome. And she is a very nice, generous person and I'm really happy in collaborating with her in this video. Thank you, Smitha, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I'll be really happy if at least 1 or 2 people from your amazing community joins my community. Thank you so much for watching, people, and I hope to see you in another videos in my channel. Bye-bye.